I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich. You get out there, you use your weapons, and you rip Washington apart. You hunt down the billionaires, the bank bosses, the CEOs, the scumbags and the liars, the governors, the lobbyists, the senators, because they're all the same, and you hang them.
Good morning, everyone. It's May 7th, 2020. I'm Eric. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to try to be as brief as possible with it, but somehow I don't think that's going to be possible, but we'll see. So, you remember the video with the WHO head there, or second in command, something like that, saying that they're going to have to start coming to people's houses because they've driven this virus inside the family unit. You remember that, I'm sure. Well, it seems that California is looking at acting on those words. California County to remove COVID-19 patients from homes based on living situation, will place other kinds in other kinds of housing. So I'm going to tell you right now, people, if we don't start defending ourselves, if we don't start defending those who resist, there are going to be a lot of dead Americans at the hands of this police state, nanny state. So, officials in Ventura County, California will be expanding coronavirus testing, tracking the infected and those who they've been in contact with, and moving people out of their homes into specialized housing for COVID-19 patients. Discussing the need to hire contact tracers and manage active cases, Ventura County Public Health Director Dr. Robert Levin said during a May 4th press conference that people who live in homes where they could expose family members to COVID-19 will be moved into other kinds of housing provided by the county. So, yeah, that's a very unsettling sign of things to come there. So, if you don't start standing now, everything is going to be lost. And the people who are going to be helping a lot with this are your local police departments. They will be the ones defending the individuals coming to your home, the contact tracers, the social workers, so that you cannot resist this. So, people of a certain age might remember the old John Birch Society slogan, "Support your local police." The idea here is that your local policeman is a liberty-loving buddy of yours who would only ever support just laws and constitutional mandates. Only those bad guys in the FBI and the BATF and would ever consider violating your rights. Do you believe that? And this is why you shouldn't listen to people from the John Birch Society. What the fuck just happened? Okay, I must have clicked on the paper. Or, that picture, rather. Now, obviously, that has always been a rather naive fantasy. But the notion certainly has a long history of support among American conservatives. The idea that unionized, well-paid government employees sympathize with the common man instead of with the government that signs the cops' paychecks apparently has long made sense, for some reason, to conservatives and many others. These people are not there to serve and protect you. They're there to serve, they're there to protect, but it's not you. As Judge Napolitano has noted, these stay-at-home orders and the penalties that accompany them aren't even real laws, since they were never passed by a legislature or brought into being by any process other than the authority of a single person, who is usually a state governor or municipal official. By no definition of rule of law do these measures meet basic moral requirements for their imposition on peaceful citizens. But the police are enthusiastically enforcing these edicts nonetheless, and using them as an excuse to harass the tax cattle. Here are a few examples from around the United States. Again, you know what needs to be done. You know, my viewers, my regular subscribers, all of you know what has to be done in order for us to break the chains of enslavement. Now let's check out some of these little instances of tyranny here. Police arrest a business owner for refusing to close his smoke shop. Police harass and detain a man for playing softball with his family in nearly an empty park. In Delaware, a business owner was even arrested for personally violating Carney's stay-at-home order. Wisconsin police arrested a dog groomer for social distancing-related violations. Shreveport, Louisiana, police threaten local business owners. NYPD officers assault a man for violating social distancing laws. In Odessa, Texas, a SWAT team descended on a peaceful demonstration at a tavern. So, the police personnel who do not have a particularly impressive record when it comes to stopping or investigating real crime have plenty of resources to crack down on nonviolent perpetrators. The only way we're going to get out of this is through a revolution. That's it. And in this revolution, the people need to capture the politicians, those who enforce their edicts. And a lot of people think Donald Trump here is going to save us for some reason. But what's really going on with this is he's trying to play good cop while the governors are playing bad cop, while Anthony Fauci is playing bad cop, while the rest of them He's trying to be the good cop. Then make no mistake about it, he is complicit in all of what's going on. So, I'm going to hit this right here just so you can see exactly what's being ignored in favor of these edicts from the governors and mayors alike. So, only 45% of violent crime led to arrest and prosecution. That is, less than half of violent crimes result in what is known as a clearance of the crime. Property crime clearances are much worse. Only 17% of burglaries, arson, and car thefts are cleared. Among violent crimes, homicide experience the highest clearance rate by far at 61%. Aggravated assault comes in at 53% and rape at 34%. Let's not even mention the pedophilia that's going on. So, they care more about following the edicts of the governors and the other tyrants than they do about clearing actual crimes. And this woman right here, she is totally hot. She's totally hot for what she did. We need to be supporting people like her. So, she was found, Shelley Luther, who owns a salon, Alamode, found to be in criminal and civil contempt by Judge Eric V. Moy of the 14th Civil District Court in Dallas County. He also slapped her with a $7,000 fine after she continued to operate in violation of the statewide order and a restraining order from the court. So, she was taken to jail for refusing to apologize. But you know what? I know what would have got her out of jail. She could have just said, well, Judge, I'm only trying to make enough money to pay African Americans reparations. And he probably would have let her go. But he demanded that she apologize for her reckless behavior, or should I say selfish. But she could have avoided jail time by apologizing and admitting that it was selfish of her to want to feed her own children and the children of her employees. That's selfish. And it looks like there are many people already supporting Shelley, what was her last name? Luther. Yeah. So that's a good thing. We need to be supporting these people because these people are the reason why America is going to have another civil war. One of the reasons, anyway. There are many, many reasons why this entire country needs to be, let's say, restructured. Even the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, and Attorney General Ken Paxton expressed their opposition to Luther's imprisonment and have called for her immediate release. All right, COVID America, 73,400 dead, 33 million jobless, stocks soaring. Does that make sense to you? Does it make sense that these stocks are soaring again? I mean, Warren Buffett, you know something is seriously fucking wrong when Warren Buffett takes billions out of his airline holdings. Billions. So, the police are complicit in the crimes of these politicians. And they should all be dealt with. The politicians, the police, all of them. And they will be. They will be dealt with. And I eagerly await for this day. So, tell me, are you ready? Because I'll tell you what, and I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I have been, for the most part, ahead of the likes of the other alternative channels, such as Dave Hodges, Lisa Haven, all of these people. I've been ahead of these people by weeks. By weeks. And I'm telling you right now, war is going to happen. And not just a civil war, but we are witnessing World War III beginning to unfold right now. We are witnessing Civil War beginning to unfold right now. Federal government is toying with the idea of activating selective service and pulling a draft. Now, if this happens, you can call me a draft dodger hippie all you want, but from where I sit, the war should be justified. It should be, when you go to war, it should be over something meaningful, such as your own freedom. Not what they're trying to do. The one world government. Basically, the war is going to occur to figure out who is going to be at the helm of this one world government. It's not an argument as to whether it's going to happen or not. It is an argument as to who will be the top dogs of this one world government. And by the way, if we, the American people, stand, the rest of the world will follow us. And that's exactly what needs to take place before we're all nuked into oblivion, before more bioweapons are released, before more innocent women like Shelley Luther, this lady, are caged for non-crimes. She is an innocent person. At least politically. hairstylists do have a bit of a reputation for being party girls, but we're not talking about that kind of innocence. So tell me, is it time yet? Is it time for us to group up and begin operations? I think it is. Till next time, kill the state, live free.